Hello everyone. We're going to start on our back with reverse crunches, holding the weight slightly overhead, lowering the legs halfway so that we can keep the low back flat on the mat. For 12 reps, then we're going to open the hips, keeping the weight slightly overhead, keeping that back flat, lifting the hips out to the sides and hugging in, making sure to feel through that lower core. Next, we're going to hold the weights if you can by our side up into a half crunch, flipping the wrist up and down as we lower a leg down, alternating those kicks, pulling that rib cage down and core in. For 12. Next set is dead bugs. Opposite arm leg lowers and lifts, stopping that range of motion until you feel your back lifting. Next, staying up in the crunch, flipping the wrist up and kicking those legs together at the ceiling. Exhale, kick, inhale, hug, and lower for 10. Next, stay here and flip those wrists, working the arms and the core at the same time. Flip, inhale, exhale. Next, we're going to sit up and kick one arm and leg out, both arms lifting forward as we lift that leg up. And quick breath, and we're going to switch sides for 12, pulsing through the lower core and hip flexor. Almost there, and rest it out. Then we're going to sit up, leaning on our low back for some twist, pulling that core in, breathing through, bringing those arms forward and twist. If you need to drop the feet, do so, but keep that core engaged. Almost there, twist, push through those arms, and quick rest. And we're going to move on to our side lying series. Side crunch with the weight overhead, stabilize that shoulder, pulling through that oblique and lower core. 10 each side. Quick rest, and now we're going to switch on our side for kneeling side plank on the elbow, lifting up and pulsing, keeping that arm to the ceiling, pulsing that hip, and bend the elbow down and press at the top. 10, and we'll flip it over. Quick rest, and let's switch sides. Take a breather. And starting with opposite arm leg, lifting up for 10. And next up is our kneeling side plank with those pulses, pushing to the ceiling with that arm. Quick breather, and we're going to flip it over to all fours for some modified bird dogs. Bringing that arm up and hug and kick that leg back behind. Pulling through the core, 10 each side. And switch, really pull that core in, reach that arm overhead. Let's take a quick breather into child's pose, releasing the back, coming back up. Neutralize that spine into all fours and bring high plank. We're going to hug a knee in, hold 1, 2, and switch. Hold. Exhale on that hold. Inhale, pulling that core in. Quick rest with a little cat-cow. Back into high plank, we're going to be twisting on our hands This feels unstable, stay on your elbow and just stay in a low plank. Twisting through that shoulder, reach that top arm to the ceiling, stack the feet, 10 total twists. Quick release of the back into cat-cow before we flip on over onto our back, grabbing the weights, getting ready for some reverse crunches, holding those weights overhead, slowly dropping those heels to the ceiling floor 1 foot at a time. Drop and come up, hug, hug, alternate drop, trying to pull that low back as flat as you can and not flaring the rib cage. We're almost done. Let's go. Last set of the day. And good job.